Hello everybody and welcome back to another tutorial. Today I am going to be teaching you how to use and make and manipulate items. So let's get started. We are going to create a new command. Let's just call it item command. And you can add command executor like this. Just go down to the interfaces, add command executor. You don't have to do it this way. You could also just type this in and add in this method. But it's sometimes easier to do it like that. And then I'm just gonna go here and change these because I like them to be named. There we go. Okay. Let's just set up a simple permission statement here. Well, first we want to check to see if the sender is a player, because the console doesn't have an inventory. So if we do if sender if I can spell instance of player, you need a capital P because that's what the class is named. See if I have my import set up correctly. Yeah, I do. I have no clue what that was about. I typed it correctly. It just didn't see it. Okay, that may happen. Eclipse has been acting a little weird for me recently, so that could be a problem. Now right now let's just checking to see if the sender is a player, but we want to check to see if it's not a player. So we surround it in parentheses with an exclamation point, and then we can just do sender.send message. And then you're gonna want to return, and I'll just return true, like that. Okay, and so now only the player will be able to access this command. Anything besides the player won't be able to. And then let's go ahead and set up a permission for practice. To do that, you just do. Well, first we need to get the player. There we go. So you just deal, the player equals sender, and you want to cast sender to player. And then we just do if that has permission and tutorial.item. Now, this is checking to see if the player has the permission. I want the opposite if the player does not have the permission. So I just put an exclamation point right here. And I can just do check color.red. Let's do that one. Plus not have permission for this command. Okay, and then we're going to want to return, so return true. Let's go ahead and break this up a little bit. Okay. Now what this command would do, it would give a player an item. So we need to make that item now. So to do that, there's this thing called ItemStack. Well, it thinks it's available right now. So ItemStack item, let's just do that, equals new ItemStack. One thing to note is that if you were in doing 1.13 plus, this would be different for sure. Material dot. Okay, now I got too far ahead. Okay, thanks Eclipse. So this is our constructor here, and now we need to tell it. It says we're missing, you know, parameters. So let's. Yeah, okay. Just make sure I hit spell right. So let's do what we want. So to do this, you do material dot, and there's a ton of materials here. Let's give ourselves a piece of gold. So we gotta find the white one. Gold ingot. Okay, and then we can define how many we want. So to do that, let's say I want 5 gold ingots. I just put a 5 there. Now there is one more at the end here, and it would be like, and it would be this, like a value like this. What this is for data values. So if it's like, let me put something here. So if it's like 1, 2, if that's the item, the ID, you'd put 2 here. An example of doing this would be a player skull. So if I wanted to give a player skull, that's a really good example. Okay. It'd be. Actually, I just decided I'll show it off later. Ingot. And then there are no other versions of gold, so I'll just put that away. And then what we want to do is get the item meta. So item meta of item meta. No, I don't want that. Get item meta. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm getting this item meta, and it's putting this in its variable, and from this I can manipulate the name. So let's see here. Set display name. Jet color dot green plus gold. So I'm changing the display name to gold, and then you can add a law. So let's see here. I'll just do an away list. You don't need to do an away list for this. String. I already have an S. Oh yeah, that's string. Law. Okay. And then we can add values to it. So like law.add chat color dot gold plus this is gold. And you can add multiple lines to it. Law.add chat color dot green. This is the second line. And then to set it, we just do item meta dot set law. And then after we do that, we can add anything else we want. So if you look at the item meta here, can you not see these inventories? Oh, you can't see them. Okay. Well, if I look through the item meta here, I have a lot of stuff I can do. I could add enchantments, remove enchantments. So let's add an enchantment. Enchantment.arrow damage. And then, you know, you'd have a number here. Oh. A number here and true or false. So that would be an example. But I'm just gonna set the item meta of the law, so and item meta Okay, you need to do this. Make sure you have this at the very bottom of your item stack statement, or else it won't work, because the item meta won't be set to it. Okay, so here we have this here, and let's do a skull now. I said something about it being special, and I will show you how to do that. So, skull equals new item stack material dot. You're gonna want skull item and 1 byte 3. There we go. So what this is doing is making a skull item, one of them, and a data value of 3. So it's a skull with like the data value of 3. Now there was something special called skull meta. And so skull meta equals new skull meta. I mean, no, you don't want to do that. You just do skull.get item meta. And then you want to cast it to skull meta. And then we need to import it. I am terribly sorry, I just realized you can't see my menus. I'll put it in a subtitle, but you do Control-Shift-O to automatically import it. I will try to fix that in the next tutorial. I didn't notice that was a bug. I'm terribly sorry. You can't see what I'm importing or what I'm looking at when I'm trying to point it out to you. Okay. And now we can manipulate it. So one of the cool things that we can do with this is we can set the owner. And so you can set the owning player or set the owner. You should set the owning player. That's the thing that you should do. Although we can also use the string. As you can see, it's deprecated. That's because it uses string name. You should really be using players, but for this tutorial, I'm just going to use string name, and I'll just put my name in it. Actually, there's a better plan. Let's just set it to the set owning player. We could just set it to the player. There we go. That's even better. And then what we can do is we can change the item name, of course. So set display name. And let's do this. Get name. Let's set it to the display name. And plus there we go. So I just set the display name to something a little special. So the player's username, display name, plus an apostrophe s plus skull. Okay, and then we're gonna set the item meta. So skull dot set item meta skull meta, and just like that. And now we gotta give the player both of these items. So to do that, we can do, first of all, we need to get the player's inventory. So p.get inventory. Okay, so now that we have the player's inventory, what we need to do is we need to add the item. So we can do several things. We can do add item. We can set item. I like set item. With set item, you can, pick where it goes in the inventory. So, look at this. Okay. So it would go into slot number 1. And let's go ahead and put the skull there, so. So we just put skull. And then we could do it again, p.get inventory, set, and but that's not much, just add the item, and then we can do item. And I believe you can do skull too. So you can add multiple items like this using add item. But with set item, you can only add one at a time. But you can pick where it goes in the inventory. Something to be aware of, the inventory numbers go 0 through 8. 0 through 8 is hot bar. Just so you know. So don't put... So if you put 9, it won't be in the hotbar. Just expect that. And in order to get the offhand, like if you wanted to put in the offhand, you do p.get inventory that get item in offhand dot set. Okay, this is how you would change it. So you can change it completely by doing set type, which sets the material type, and then dot set item meta. So that's how you would change the offhand slots. There is a different way to do it, but that's one of the ways. That's all we need to do, actually. So then I'll just send a message saying, message color green. The item was added to your inventory. And there we go. We have ourselves a working command. Now since we have an arrow here, oh yes, unused import. Let's go ahead and remove that. These are my imports if you need to see them. And yeah. Okay, let's close that. Let's go to the main class, tutorial. And let's do get command. Let's name this touch item. New item command. And then we need to import it. And there we go. Okay. And then what we need to do is open up the plugin.yml. And we need to add a new command, so let's do that. Let's fix this. Okay. And then I can say get an item! Exclamation point. T item. Tutorial item. And touch I. There we go. Okay, and then, oh, thanks for that. Okay, now what you need to do is you need to export it, which I can't show you because it's not working right now, but I can just export it, Java file, and you pick what you want. I have it in my test server. I'm just gonna do tutorial. Okay, and you export it by clicking finish. Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna cut to the Minecraft server, and I'll see you guys then. So let's try this. Help tutorial. Ooh. Tut item. I'll get that in international error code. There we go. So what I did was I just replaced skullmeta.set owner with my username. Alright. There we go. There we go, it loaded. Now as you can see, I got gold. And I got my skull. So that is how you do items and use the item line. So next tutorial would be about you know, GUIs, how to make graphical interfaces like this one right here. I won't be showing you how to make one as advanced as this is, but it works. So I'll see you guys next time. I am super sorry about what happened this tutorial. The recording is a little messed up and a few mistakes were made here and there. It happens all the time in programming. So I will see you guys next time. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And yeah. Okay, see you guys later. Bye.